Hi, very good evening to all of you who are watching in the room and also watching live or going to watch it later in the evening. I'm sure अभी तक everybody is aware about the fact that uh, prelims result has come, and this session today is designed towards, or today's weekly session I'm going to dedicate towards uh, uh, the I'm going to dedicate towards people who have given the prelims. And as per the result, become either mains aspirant or beginner, or you're going to repeat. Mostly self-study is what I promote. So I'm going to talk about how we are going to move on with self-study aspect. There are a few things like I know it is an interactive session. I have received questions. I'm going to talk about them. Apart from that, I'm also going to allow people to, while we talk, अगर आपके मन में अभी कोई question आ जाता है, if you have any questions which comes to you now, the people in the Zoom room can actually chat, and I will answer that whenever I take a break in the session. So if that is okay, that way we can be interactive. Okay. But otherwise, I have received question during the registration itself. I had asked for questions. So uh, I have received questions, and mostly, it is I'll summarize how it is. But anyway, way, moving forward, prelims results are out, and let me tell you, people who are very fresh. This is the first time they have given prelims and come out of prelims. People who took a little bit of effort, did some test series, what they're doing some, they were hopeful that, they might clear the prelims or some miracle will happen and something like that. If they're hopeful, they will have a little bit of setback because this is the first time it is happening. Now, the setback is not that UPSC, then what happens? We see the newspaper item, we see the environment where people say the exam has become tough. What is this kind of question? This, that. So many questions, debates come. And some or other we start blaming the UPSC that they made it tough. And we don't actually blame ourselves or try to find any mistake within us. This is very common, okay? Especially first timers. And there is always a rebellious attitude where like गलत हुआ है हमारे साथ हमारा अटेम्प्ट बर्बाद हो गया हमको ऐसा क्वेश्चन दे दिया पहले तो कभी ऐसा नहीं दिया था and if you see this the urge of this rebellious attitude is there every year there will be a surprise everywhere student will feel that they're unfair and there is some news item which is very easy to hear to them and as if seems as if they are supporting their agenda. My question is that if you get into that kind of a zone, then you are actually not leveling up your preparation. But then what you came with some assumption कि आप एक कुछ assumption लेके आए थे कि मैं ABCD पूछूंगा वो ABCD मेरे से पूछेंगे. So it is not like that. The exam is not like that. The faster you realize that, the better it is for you. Because the exam is not academic exam, it is for exam for the job. It is for a government responsible position, and which is about the bureaucratic positions or the civil services of India, various services. So the persons who are going to take hold of those positions need to have that kind of mentality, need to have that kind of consistency, discipline. Point two. Point two is you also hear from the today informations are everywhere available. You will see people blaming India is corrupt because of civil service, India is because of this, that. It is very easy when there is only 1.5% of people who make bureaucracy. It is very easy to give blame to everything to everybody, to them actually. I'm not denying there will be cases, there will be everything will be there. But it is very easy for someone to start blaming it and saying कि भाई we are all good but they are all bad. We all forget that this we, when we distribute that key, they and we, this boy, this civil servant students, when they, few years back, they were within us only. They took some effort. They their effort fruitified to a exam result, and they're in civil service. So it is not that they were born with something which happened. They used the bureaucracy. They used maybe whatever. Without effort, it is not difficult. Like, I'm not saying that there might be some cases we might come to know later how people have forged or things like that. But generally, that is not the way. There is a pattern which is given and which is happening. So until unless you don't clear yourself of that doubt and make the trust that the exam is going to be fair to me and I'm going to put a fair effort, you will not be able to give 100%. My first question or thought to you. So whenever you have any questions, any query, you have to ask yourself that whether you gave your 100% or not. So today I would say that yes, the result has come, and the result has come, but the journey continues. It's been 3 days. Many of you must have found their roll numbers. Many did not find, but even the third day it is very painful. It is going to be painful. It is not going to be easy. It is a decision on which you took an effort, your time, your money, your resources, everything you put in, and when things don't go by the way you design, it's very difficult to agree and accept. But the challenge is this phase is not only limited to you. ये सिर्फ आपके साथ नहीं हो रहा है. ये इस एग्जाम के साथ नहीं हो रहा है. हर जगह जो है, हर तरफ जो है, आप देखोगे एक परीक्षाओं का रास्ता है. आपको परीक्षा तो देना ही है, और हर परीक्षा में कुछ निकलेंगे, कुछ रह जाएंगे. दो बात हो सकती है. आपको अगर फिर से आपको लगता है कि आप में वो जज्बा है और आप वो परीक्षा फिर से देना चाहते हैं, या आप अपने आप को बेहतर कर सकते हैं, यू कैन वर्क ऑन योर मिस्टेक्स, only then you go for the next attempt. Not listening to the people, not listening to what your heart says. Yes, I this is my dream, I'm going to give it again. Then only go. Prioritize time, prioritize efforts, prioritize so many things. Lifestyle ही change करना पड़ता है for this. It is not a easy journey. It was never an easy journey. Let me tell you. कोई कुछ भी बोल दे, कोई कुछ भी बोल दे कि हम ऐसा करा देंगे, वैसा करा देंगे. It is not an easy journey. Consistency is very difficult. Discipline is very difficult. तो अब मैं आपसे एक सिंपल चैलेंज भी अगर दे दूं कि आप एवरी डे अगर कंसिस्टेंसी अपना चेक करना चाहते हैं, मुझे बस 12 दिन के लिए 6:30 बजे जो आपका मॉर्निंग टाइम है, एक फिक्स टाइम पे उठ के दिखाइए और फिक्स टाइम पे सो के दिखाइए. सोना भी उसी वक्त है और उठना भी उसी वक्त है. कितने आप सो कर पाओगे कंसिस्टेंटली फॉर 12 days विदाउट एनी चेंज? दैट काइंड ऑफ कंसिस्टेंसी इज रिक्वायर्ड. कुछ बिना पूछे, कोई एफर्ट नहीं मारना. इट हैज टू बी नेचुरल. एंड देन द डिसिप्लिन कम्स. एंड द डिसिप्लिन कम्स लाइक सुबह उठे, उठ के जो भी आपका डे है, शेड्यूल है, आपने टाइम प्रायोरिटाइज किया है, आप अपना पढ़ाई करेंगे, अपना काम करेंगे. इफ यू वर्किंग विल गो फॉर योर वर्क. सो द एंटायर थिंग हैज टू बी वेरी डिसिप्लिन. यू आर नॉट डूइंग एनी फेवर टू योरसेल्फ अगर आप उसको टाइम दे रहे हैं. आपका एक ड्रीम है एंड यू आर चेजिंग योर ड्रीम. दैट्स इट. यू हैव टू प्रायोरिटाइज टाइम. So when you are ready for that, then only you have to be very very clear what you are going to do today. जब आपने जो रिजल्ट निकला उसके आगे मुझे करना क्या है. So today there will be people who would have firstly cleared the prelims. They have to be ready for mains. उनको डाइव बनना है. जो बहुत ही not they would have seen the answer which as UPSC had released. You would have, we don't know the cutoff, but you feel like कि बहुत कम मार्क्स शायद से निकल गया. कुछ का gap is more than 10 marks. I'm sure there are people who would have just thinking कि पहला attempt 2027 में थे. Again, there would be working professionals who will watch this later, maybe if this time is not suitable. Maybe in the working time it is coming that they are preparing through self-study, balancing both. And then there will be students who are right now in the college, maybe first year, second year, third year. and they are just understanding what is happening around in this exam, this pattern, and this. They are also prepared. So these are certain questions which have come down, and which is mostly, usually it is all about no idea how to start. Somebody is asking that, looking for guidance on starting preparation, how to restart preparation effectively, beginner seeking orientation and roadmap. Can you please tell me for prelims which book will contain all the questions? Okay, now these kind of questions, it is very, I don't know, this is all you coaching people created kind of mindset that there will be one book where every question will be there, right? To be very frank, had there been such thing, then UPSC is testing this with us with only one book. No, there is a lot of resources which happen, and we need to understand how to learn from it. There is no one book, there is no one compilation, there is no one who can claim that this is, from this book. While coaching institute do claim, I don't deny. I have seen such ads where people say this one question came from our material, this, that, like that. That's okay. People do such kind of, bait click or kind of a thing, but in reality, that is not true. You cannot judge beforehand where the questions are coming from. So you have to prepare conceptually and you have to fight it out. And yes, there are books which will have good revision, maybe make you conceptually very clear, which seems that yahi se question le liya, but not exactly in the same words. UPSC will never copy any, you will never find it. So these are certain questions which have come. Apart from that, the generic questions from the entire community who registered is like how to prepare for prelims, how to crack prelims, mains, how to prepare UPSC, state PCS together, how to balance college and UPSC, and how do I start writing as a beginner, how do I face failure and move forward, can I still clear in 2027? Okay, now many questions need a little bit more of conversation. So I would today focus more on the part of what one needs to do from today. आज से क्या कर सकते हैं? So if we see from the people who have registered, I have break down into this kind of category. Okay, तो going forward that जितने भी मुझे रजिस्ट्रेशन मिले हैं, तो उसको अगर मैं ब्रेक डाउन करूँ तो ये है, दिस इज व्हाट इज देयर, एंड where maximum people are like no idea where to start. Then there is self-study group who wants, they don't know where to, which direction to move to. And then there is people who are like writing, answer writing queries. And then the repeaters who are unable to know where, how do they break through. कैसे क्लियर करें. So mostly I can say that content is not an issue, and they also have like, मतलब it is not book resource and all that which should be the answer to them. Content is not the issue. But before I move forward, थोड़ी सी let's also look at what is happening in this exam. I'm sure you would have heard by then today a lot of mentors and experts speaking about it. You have your own opinion also. But just to go with the flow, maybe you can validate it with me, what I feel. That, UPSC is slowly, you know, the see, there was a pattern on which coaching institute teach across India. Okay. And there is a static syllabus, there is a dynamic syllabus. They focus on making you very pro in static syllabus. What happens is you then start mugging up things. You remember everything. You try to be factual and everything. Applicative part is not encouraged because uh, applicative is dependent on the dynamic part. Now UPSC has slowly understood this fact that if you want to become a level playing field for everyone, that is every student who is appearing for UPSC has to find it as a level playing. कोचिंग लिया हो कोचिंग नहीं लिया हो, या फिर इन दिल्ली से हो कि अंडमान निकोबार से हो, कि अरुणाचल से हो कि गुजरात से हो, कि कोई बेस्ट इंस्टीट्यूट से पढ़ा हो कि किसने घर पे खुद पढ़ाई किया हो अपने रिसोर्सेज से. कोई पर्टिकुलर रिसोर्स नहीं, कोई पर्टिकुलर पैटर्न नहीं, ओनली एप्लीकेटिव माइंडसेट. एनी पर्सन हु इज अवेयर अबाउट हिज सराउंडिंग, his world and nation, and has a view about it, you know, he's vibrant about it, is what they're looking at. So, inquisitive about it, curious about things around, scientific temper, all that kind of an aspirant is there they're looking at. So now, if you see other government exams where the preparation happens, so there's always a pattern. There is always a question bank. कि आप you prepare like that, questions will come from this only. This kind of questions only will come. These are the methodology. These are the tricks. When we prepare for government exam, most of the time we prepare for those kind of exam where there is a question bank, where there is a question trick, where is well, method, all these things are there, typical repetitive patterns which requires memorization. And even UPSC's NDA or CDS paper are also like, not, no, I'm not denying the fact. But other government exam state pieces almost are also in that category. So that is here, this preparation. But the applicative preparation of UPSC is little more higher in order. तो जब अगर आपको उस लेवल का पढ़ना है, तब इस तरीके से अगर जाएंगे खाली ट्रिक्स एंड क्वेश्चन बैंक्स करके, हम कैसे क्लियर कर पाएंगे वहां पे? हम नहीं कर पाएंगे. तो दैट इज द रीजन व्हाई एस्पिरेंट्स हु हैव वेरी एप्लीकेटिव इन देयर थॉट, जो उन बातों को समझते हैं, जो उनके ऊपर लिखते हैं, ऑल राउंड एक ओपिनियन बनाते हैं, दे फाइंड इट कंप्लीटली एंगेजिंग क्वेश्चन पे. वो एंगेज कर पाते क्वेश्चन के साथ. दे वुड ऑल्सो फाइंड इट डिफिकल्ट, बट दे आर स्टिल एबल टू एंगेज कि हाँ मैंने इसके बारे में समझा था, इस पे मैं लिख समझ पा रहा हूँ व्हाट यूपीएससी इज ट्राइंग टू आस्क. तो दैट इज द एटीट्यूड और एप्टीट्यूड ऑफ प्रिपरेशन व्हिच इज रिक्वायर्ड. तो दिस इज व्हाट इज यूपीएससी इज ट्राइंग टू हिंट दैट आप कोचिंग कर ले, आप कुछ भी कर ले, मैं तो लेवल प्लेइंग फील्ड बना के रहूंगा. व्हाई somebody who is taking coaching will have an extra advantage just because he went for a coaching? ऐसा क्यों? कोचिंग किसके लिए, किस कोचिंग हम तब लेते हैं जब हमारा, इट इज जस्ट लाइक टू कीप योर सेल्फ डिसिप्लिन. सिलेबस कंप्लीट करने के लिए आपको चाहिए एक टाइम टेबल, बिकॉज आप स्कूल कॉलेज माइंडसेट से आते हो तो यू नीड टू गो टू क्लासरूम टू कंप्लीट अ सिलेबस. जब तक टीचर कराएगा नहीं तब तक करोगे नहीं. तो उन सब के लिए कोचिंग बहुत बड़ी है. बट जो even after you do coaching, it is no guarantee. Until unless you don't read yourself, write yourself, study yourself, do your self study, you will not be able to grasp the exam. That's the reason why this prelims exam is trying to be level playing field. And everybody of all the people who are into this preparation as a business will definitely be hurt because it is changing. So it is very easy to blame UPSC and say that they're creating tough, this is not you. So I don't want any of my aspirant student to go into that part. I wish that you feel the system is fair and you prepare for UPSC at UPSC level. And but not that the SSC level of the memorization and thing, and then you try to crack and then UPSC and you find it difficult. नहीं हो रहा है difficult है नहीं. You have to also increase your preparation pattern and stature. It is going to be tough. It is not easy. Whoever has marketed it कि yeah बहुत easily हो जाता है. Let me tell you, those students are also very brilliant. You will see mostly IIT IIM students who have already cracked IIT IIM in their life. They are able to say that हाँ it was I could do it. But you are not one of them. Try to always think where do you stand and accordingly create your journey of possibilities. मैं ज्ञान नहीं देना चाहता, but I want to tell you this that we usually take the help of somebody else's uh, opinion as our own thought कि हम भी ऐसा कर लेते हैं. ऐसा नहीं है. Those who are IIT and IIM, they already have cracked much difficult exams. Their mindset, their approach to study is already in a different way, which is not true for other 90% of aspirants who are giving this exam. Second is my observation again is that today in the era of digital knowledge, information is abundant. Overload of information is there. You go do PDFs are there, Telegram groups are there, many YouTube channels are there, very experts are there. There are people who are talking about geopolitical issues. Various influencers are there. Then there is AI are there. AI tools, ChatGPT. They also teach. They also give talk this thing. So information is not the challenge. How much time you have and your processor, that is different. Everybody is unique in that, and that is scarce. We only gather information and assume that I have the information, I have understood it. I have put it in a folder, I have understood it. No. This is where the first prominent problem comes. But if you're getting my point, तो हमको सबसे पहले करना क्या है? हमको सबसे पहले अभी जिन बच्चों ने प्रीलिम्स क्लियर नहीं किया है, आपको दुख लग रहा है, आपको बुरा लग रहा है, पहले आप उसी दुख और उसी बुरे में यू हैव टू एक्सेप्ट वेयर डिड आई डू अ मिस्टेक, मैंने कहाँ गलती की. यू हैव टू डू द पेपर अगेन. चाहो तो मैं एक वर्कशॉप ले लूंगा वेयर विल गो वन एंड वन टुगेदर कि पूरा एक एक क्वेश्चन हम करेंगे. यू हैव टू सी वेदर इट वाज योर नॉलेज गैप, मुझे आता नहीं था, या मुझे आता था पर मुझे एग्जाम में नहीं आ पाया, और वेदर इट इज योर टेक्निक गैप, मैं पेपर का अप्रोच ठीक से नहीं कर पाया, और वेदर इट इज योर कॉन्फिडेंस इशू कि एग्जाम का पेपर देखते ही ब्लैकआउट हो गया, कुछ याद नहीं आया, अभी आ रहा है. यू हैव टू फिगर आउट विथ ईच क्वेश्चन. द डे यू डू दिस, योर रियल जर्नी फॉर प्रिपरेशन स्टार्ट्स. यू नाउ नो एवरी पार्ट. सिलेबस पढ़ाई वढ़ाई तो कर रखा है, प्रीलिम्स दिया था तो यू विल रियलाइज कि कहाँ नॉलेज गैप है, कहाँ क्या गैप है. देन यू विल बी एबल टू नो कि मुझे करना किस चीज, ऑन व्हाट आई हैव टू वर्क. इफ आई से यू हैव टू स्टार्ट अगेन फ्रॉम एनसीईआरटी, स्टार्ट प्रिपेयरिंग दिस, डू दिस दैट दिस, नथिंग ऑफ यूज. वही फिर से हो जाएगा. Until unless you don't know what is the gap, what is the effort you have to put, you will not be able to clear this exam. Now that you have given once the exam, that's what I'm saying. People who are into the mains, but they have uh, you have to write the you wait for the other notification of DAF filling details, fill your detailed application form. There will be many people giving you videos to help how to fill the form for first timers. And yes, when you clear the mains also, there will be another opportunity to update it. But currently, fill it as if from today onwards. Maybe you would have job, you be already in job, or whatever it is, whatever information, give it true to yourself. August 1 is the date of birth on which basis on which your age is calculated. So you eligibility age is calculated. So you see that you put the right thing with right this details. And for mains, we have a different program, answer writing. That is what I only do. Self-study answer writing program. Vagera. So that is a separate, that is tomorrow. We've already started it. You can be a part of the session tomorrow. And whoever has WhatsApped me would have replied, I would have responded back on that link also for mains. So you register that and join the session tomorrow. That is a different session. So now for the people who have यू नो मोस्टली पीपल डू दिस एग्जाम के बाद ही रिजल्ट के बाद बहुत गुस्सा आ रहा होता है कि उन्होंने सेल्फ स्टडी से प्रिपेयर किया होता है और वो फेल हो गए होते हैं उनको लगता है अब कोचिंग लेना बहुत जरूरी है दे जॉइन कोचिंग दे स्टार्ट टू न्यू सब्सक्राइब टू न्यू टेलीग्राम ग्रुप डू मेनी थिंग्स लाइक दैट डेफिनेटली कुछ तो रिएक्शन आएगा ही आई एम नॉट डिनाइंग इट इज ऑल अप टू योर थिंग्स बट वट एवर यू डू आई एम नॉट डिनाइंग एनी पार्ट वट एवर यू डू वट फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट is अपना mistake जानो and then with a strategically start your uh, what are you preparing for until and unless you don't do that ways you will never satisfy yourself that कि मैं what is the purpose मैं पढ़ किस लिए रही एग्जाम का रिजल्ट तो आएगा फेल कर देगा फिर क्या करना ऐसे एक एक साल चल रहा जाएगा तो we don't have to do like this and जो बहुत ही ज्यादा इमोशनली हर्ट हो गए हैं बिकॉज ऑफ द रिजल्ट I might sound very bad actually. You must you take a break and see whether you want to continue this exam or preparing for this exam. Ask yourself. Don't no need. This is not the only career path. You have given a good decision and a time to it. Fine, but don't try to be. Don't try to. Nothing like a lottery will happen. It will not be like a lottery. It is definitely a matter of luck, but nothing like a lottery. Without effort, without hard work, it will never give anything. Lottery type का कुछ नहीं हो जाएगा. Overnight nothing is going to happen. So if you're not meant for all that thing, don't put your better find a track. We all need to be financially well and achieve our dreams, and it is possible financially. All the things can be done in different careers also. People do it. ऐसा कोई don't be so obsessed with it that एक अपना agree to it and move on very fast. No worries. तो मैं नहीं बोलूंगा आई विल नॉट सजेस्ट कीप ऑन अटेम्प्टिंग ना ऐसा नहीं करना यू रियलाइज फर्स्ट फर्स्ट एंड फॉर अपने आप को पहचान लो इफ योर मैंने एवरीथिंग इज नॉट फॉर एवरीबडी वेरी सिंपल that doesn't nobody is going to hear you about it you prepared you are now very well aware of India citizen everything that's the best thing to happen with you can move on no need to think that exam result will define you no no ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए so don't put it in that sense. ऐसा रॉन्ग मोटिवेशन भी नहीं ले लेना कि नहीं मैं करके दिखाऊंगा आई विल टेक अ रिस्क आई विल टेक अ दिस ऐसा नहीं करना योर हार्ट विल से वेदर यू सच्चाई के साथ प्रिपेयर किया था कि नहीं किया था अगर नहीं किया था और नहीं कर सकते बिकॉज लाइफ एंड प्रायोरिटीज आर लाइक दैट तो डोंट जस्ट पुट योर टाइम वैल्यूबल टाइम एंड ईयर इनटू दिस I have to always say that before you begin your next attempt, people who have attempted the prelims are not cleared. Please, again, you go back to all the questions, you see what had happened in the questions, क्या क्या आपने किया था. CSAT फेल हो गया तो कौन सा पार्ट CSAT का फेल हो गया, कहाँ कमजोरी रह गई, and list out all your mistakes. You want me to do a workshop on it? Let me know. I will schedule a day and we'll sit from like an exam time only सुबह से शाम तक. We'll do each question together. Question and answer, question and answer. दो सेशन में करेंगे. I mean, it will be chargeable obviously, but we will do it. And at the end of it, you will be able to analyze क्या क्या किया. अगर you lack the motivation to sit and do it, but एक दिन बैठना है एंड खत्म करना है वो रात को. वो आना चाहिए एनालिसिस मेरे तुम्हारे सामने कि मैंने क्या किया था एग्जाम में, मेरा प्रिपरेशन कैसा था. एंड देन द नेक्स्ट एक्शन आइटम विल हैपन. until unless you don't do this honestly, जितना आप अपने आप को पहचान पाओ, the more you know yourself, your own strengths and weakness, the better preparation you can do. The more you follow somebody else, toppers do this, they do that, somebody is doing like that, the more you go away from the preparation pattern. Try to be, it is all about being yourself, your own head and your originality, which is going to save you. We'll take a 2 minutes break. Any questions you have, put it in the chat. Okay, continuing. uh, I know many times you feel क्या ही ज्ञान दे रहा है ये. It sounds so vague, na? But honestly, initially I also used to feel like, how, what am I saying? Then out of many aspirant, one of the person said they were able to relate to it. So until unless you have not walked the path, you will not be able to relate to it. If you're not able to relate to it, then you're wasting your time watching this session. Because I'm not teaching you anything. This is not a classroom type of any concept, subject, topic, no. Weekly sessions are just for orientation and doubt clearing with your mindset on that part. So, so when you become when you become a teacher, also when all of you are graduates, or maybe you know that what kind of people are giving this exam. You realize only two things: that when the exams are coming near, only then they study. That is inconsistency. There is no time to study. You already have a list of things to do, but you never get time to do it. The lack of revision happens. Even if you have studied, you don't even see that whether you are able to simulate the exam. Testing is done enough or not. That why when the question comes, what will my brain say? Whether I will be able to recall or not. They don't check it. And then rest is lack of guidance. That is आज ये पढ़ लिया कल वो पढ़ लिया कभी किससे कुछ पूछ लिया कभी वो न्यूज में आ रहा है ये बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट है we prioritize on our own thing. So that becomes again a challenging part. Because it is an exam, it will have some rule, some level playing field, something like that. When we individually prepare, we forget that. But when the exam is done across India, they have the rules and we are going following up. When they are setting up paper, they follow all that pattern. That's why the mismatch happens and people fail. And it is not, any UPSC exam is not about intellectual capacity of, like, it's not an academic exam. So you don't need to be gold medalist. ये 10th क्लास का पढ़ाई है क्या पूछ रहे हैं आपको इंडिया को कितना जानते हो हाउ मच डू यू नो इंडिया एवरी क्वेश्चन यू रीड सी सेट को छोड़ दो एवरी क्वेश्चन यू रीड इज ओनली आस्किंग अबाउट हाउ मच यू नो अबाउट इंडिया डू यू नो हिस्ट्री ऑफ इंडिया डू यू नो साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी ऑफ इंडिया डू यू नो ज्योग्राफी ऑफ इंडिया डू यू नो वर्ल्ड फॉर दैट मैटर पर जहां हम रहते हैं उसके बारे में आप क्या जानते हो दैट्स द ओनली वे दैट इज दैट क्यूरियोसिटी एवरी क्वेश्चन दिस इज द डिकोडिंग क्या जानते हो कितना जानते हो क्या समझते हो दैट इज व्हाट आई फील बी मोर क्लियर nowadays they put three stems of question. They are only asking you about that. You have to know your own India. कोई और कहाँ कुछ नहीं जानना. But the moment you make it as a subject, economics, polity, international relation, geography, environment, they become very heavy, very courses heavy. When for example, I went to uh, this place, uh, Uti, Udagamandalam. Now, when I went to Uti, I took a road from Coimbatore to Metropolitan to Uti. By road, I went. I saw Kunur. I saw tea gardens. People told that this is Nilgiri Hills. Then when I when I when I went little more ahead, then I found that there is a specific tribe, Toda community, who stays over there. Then there is a specific animal found in Nilgiri only. Animal in the sense like that goat, breed of goat. Then I found that they have their own cultural tradition, the tribes. Then I realized that, it is a very uh, tea estates are there, commercially active, which is most commercial active over there, activity over there. Then I realized that Britishers had made it as uh, you know uh, their destination. There's this Madras Regimental Center, Army Center, Training Center is there. And then I realized so much information has geography to it, has history to it, has polity to it. So, matlab, trade and transport and economy, so many things I came to know just because I was going to a place. But the same thing I read when I read in a book, but they are in the different subjects. But when I went to a place, I saw everything in my eyes, through my eyes. Eastern Ghat and Western Ghat meet at Nilgiris, and then it ends to Agastamalai. Then there is a DRDO unit in Agastamalai. So many things I came to know. I have seen in the map many times, but I have never understood how it will look. But when I was going in the bus, they said this is Eastern Ghat and Western Ghat meeting point. There is this eco point, there is this, that point. How the eco happens? What is the physics of eco? So many things while the regular observation happens. So being observant is very important. So this preparation is not about just learning from books, being very observant about your surrounding, about your this thing. So like that, many information. What I'm trying to say is we read the same information in different books as a when we create it as a syllabus. But when we are trying to know India, it is all there in front of you. So that approach, if you keep, it will be more interesting for you. And it is not bound by any books as such. The information can happen and come through many things. But you should be knowing about how self-sustaining the economy of the place has to be. Accordingly, you will be able to design your preparation plan. Okay, now a few of the questions that many of the I don't know, this kind of discussion is happening a lot. Like AI is, anyways, a lot of AI tools are there. अब क्या टीचर का जरूरत है, अब क्या पढ़ाने का? Why do I need a coaching anymore? AI will help me, and uh, there are so many. ये कह रही? So there are so many uh, applications which claim that इससे ऐसा हो जाएगा, उससे हो जाएगा, ये हो जाएगा. See, let me tell you, like Google came into our life, similarly AI has come to make our life much easier and convenient. But it is not to stop using your brain. You have to still use your brain. You have to know how much you have to use these tools. It is a tool, and it is depending on you. Now, if you use it more that जैसा वो बोलेगा बिल्कुल सही है, यही सही है, then many times what we see that whatever is in the Google, we consider it as truth. If you feel like that, then it is going to be very challenging. In fact, I must tell you, when I did analysis of answers, I also used AI. AI, UPSC's answer and my answer analysis, I had only 86 correct matching from the uh, UPSC, which gave 100. Like still there was a gap. Still there was challenging. Still I am figuring out what is the right answer. What should be the right answer? From which resource UPSC created the prelims paper? So we cannot say. And multiple AI gave different answers. It was ChatGPT had some other answer for some question. Perplexity had some other answer for some question. Then Manos AI had some other answer for some question. Then so there are multiple LLMs which run in a different algorithms. So I don't want to go there, but yes, I want to be the thing. AI is going to be a very helpful tool in your preparation, especially in the self-study preparation. You cannot ignore it, but it is for you to help, to spend time. For example, right now, we are going to watch you. If you are not live, after this video will become 1 hour or something. Who has the patience of sitting for 1 hour and listening to this Gyan Baji? Just copy the YouTube link, put it in the YouTube summarizer. In within 1 minute, the summarizer will say this is the thing. This is what he was speaking. Anything which is your utility, you understood. Which is not your utility, chalo bhai, आगे जाओ. Similarly, when you want to prepare any questions and topic, it will help you to create presentation, or it will help you to understand through questions or flashcard or mock. All that tools can do. Definitely use them. But अगर आप ही, if you are going to do all that thing, it is going to consume time also. It is going to consume time, and none of them are free. ये सब free नहीं है. There is a free mode, and then it starts charging. But if you put so much of effort in those areas, then you will become again a content generator. Content collector से content generator बन जाओ. So this is something you have to again choose balance out कितना करना है. And but I told you the only thing trick to learn or win this game is about consistency and discipline. So that is human and that has to be followed. And that is what I deliver when it comes to mentorship and self-study guidance. Next is that, if you're doubting about self-study, I told you this initially. आप कोचिंग कर लो, आप कुछ भी कर लो, कहीं से नोट ले आओ, until unless you sit with yourself under a light or table and turn pages, write handwriting, written notes, you are not doing anything. Self-study without no exam is able to clear. You will not be able to clear. Whatever shortcut books, small books, these notes that you try to mug up, nothing is going to help you until unless you don't sit and complete whatever has been taught to you. But the whole thing is in today's era, you can if you can prioritize and take time out, you can study from your home or using internet. You can do that. And there are mentors like me who help in guiding and structuring your preparation and staying consistent. Then, accountability of what you have learned and things like that. All those factors. Until unless we know or don't know our strengths and weakness, we do not get to know कि what all we need to develop. And it is unique to each other. ऐसा कोई ये नहीं है कि सबको ही यही प्रॉब्लम है, नहीं. एवरी किसी का बहुत सुंदर हैंडराइटिंग होता है, बहुत अच्छा हैंडराइटिंग होता है, चाहे नॉलेज कम हो, हैंडराइटिंग प्रेजेंटेशन के लिए इतना बढ़िया होता है कि दे गेट गुड मार्क्स बेटर देन एनीवन. जिसका नॉलेज बहुत ज्यादा होता है, हैंडराइटिंग नहीं होता है, कि तो टाइप कर करके हैंडराइटिंग कर लिखना ही भूल गए, पेन कैसे पकड़ते हैं, हाथ दर्द करता है पेन पकड़ने से. तो ये सबको बहुत टाइम लगता है, अलग अलग ये. So summarizing the point that it is not the lack of content, it is about about being consistent, and it is about being committed to your own goals. हर दिन कुछ ना कुछ आएगा which will challenge you. So basically, the flow which I have created or which I mentioned or which I feel works out better is you need to have a mentor. कोई ना कोई कहीं से आप the senior कोई भी हो, somebody who's walked this path. Now you're attending my session, so I'm talking about myself. Who will be able to help you structure out your roadmap for you, who will be able to judge your daily action, help you revise and understand the things, and also test you as the exam part. If this cycle keeps on happening, then you will be able to actually complete the entire preparation around it. Now, coming to the how do I start, sir? Where do I begin? I want to start from scratch. This question is the most common question which is being asked to me. See, you ask ChatGPT, you ask anybody like that, or any senior, any topper, everybody will say start with NCRT. First, consider 2 months, do NCRT, then do this, then do that. I realized it is very easy to say like that, do this, do that. But how do you ensure it? Like collect karo pehle NCRT, put it in one place, then you know which topics to study. ये होता है old pattern method. So what I designed is, and this is from 2014. I tried this in for prelims practice. That was revised for IAS 35 days revision plan, where for 35 days I would send an email with what to study, with content and test the preparation. So that would help in revision or structuring the revision for 35. Each mail had 2 hours of content. 2 hours it will take minimum. So 35 means 70 hours. So around 70 hours of preparation revision I did. So this was the thing which was going. So I use the same technical methodology for GS Foundation. Full entire GS, course, which you find it in any institute. But here the thing is, you will get an email on your inbox and every day, and it will have activity to do. You will have to find that time. Nobody is going to come and say, "Ki 2 baje class hai, 4 baje class." It is not live, but it is what is the day's work. So you have to, as per your day, at a time, you have to start. Your day one can begin, everybody can have different day one. जिन्होंने आज से शुरू कर दिया उनको आज से मिलना शुरू हो जाएगा कल सुबह से. Whenever you register, it starts the next day like that. So I have structured the 400 days into different pattern. First we go for NCRT, the book, the chapter and everything is shared. And then we go for topic wise, where prelims and mains and answer writing and everything is focused. And then we go for mocks and this. It has other elements to it, which you can watch it, you can read it in the detailed page of Elevate IAS. So what happens is in every day you get a video lecture, initially NCRT PDF, notes which you can handwrite, you have to write in hand, but it will be given you in printed format. And then wherever PIQ analysis is there, you will get that. Your daily MCQ practice will be taken care. And also, wherever the main topic comes, answer writing will be provided. Why daily mail? ये भी बोर हो जाता है कभी कभी. But then it is just like consistency and discipline. Like I said, every day sleeping at the same time, waking up at the same time, like that, it has to be in your schedule. It should not surprise you because you have taken the commitment of preparing for exam. So it is the preparation is always on. There is no one time. You're always preparing. So that way you have to give priority on every day, 1 hour, 2 hour, however it is. And accordingly you have to prepare. So this is created in that manner. So now it is up to you that where do you see yourself in the next, the next prelims is around 23rd May 2027. And we expect a result of something in same time. So how are your going to be chances? So with this, I would say that today's session about if you have, you can begin with GS Foundation course, and you can visit the website elevateias.com, and you will realize whatever is there in there, and up start kar sakte. I hope I've been able to answer all your queries which is shared to me. And if there is any questions you want to ask, now it is open. You can unmute your mic and ask me. We have another 5 minutes before we close this session today. All those people who are going to write mains, uh, you have a different session, which is Friday at 7 p.m. It has a separate registration. But this weekly session will be always there, orienting people how to start, how to begin, and getting the clarity of from confusion. So let me know. Please open up and be comfortable. If you have any question, you can chat as well, or uh, however it is. So with this, I'm closing the recording of the session and live streaming. Thank you all who have been watching it on the YouTube as a recording. I hope your 1 hour which you have invested has able to give you a new thought on how to continue next. Yes, results do hurt if it is not in your favor, but they do not decide your, uh, they will not rate you. There is an exam result only. It can change, but please ensure that this is what you want to do now that you have put your effort and things like that. Or if you were testing the exam and understood कैसा ऐसा होता है, now you want to better up. You see what suits you. Everybody has their own pattern or preparation methodology. And all of us come from different schooling background, different educational background, different pattern of exposure. So there is no one unique way we have to figure out. But the common part which stays for entire people across India who are preparing for this exam, for that matter any exam, is consistency and discipline. And you see that you are able to put it in yourself in that line. With this, I close my session today. Thank you very much.